Hi guys. Today we're talking about rates and unit rate. We've already kind of talked a little bit about both of these, but today we're going to go a little bit in deeper. Okay, so here is our definitions that we'll want to know for today. We have fraction, ratio, rate, and unit rate. Go ahead and take a moment, talk about these as a class, and copy these definitions down. Okay, now that you've talked about them as a class, I would like for you to try to fill in the ratio. For Desiree typed a 15-character text message in 5 seconds. How would you write that as a rate or a ratio? Okay, and hopefully you have 15 over 5 because it would be a 15 characters over 5 seconds. And to find the unit rate, all I would need to do is divide using the lowest number. And we've talked about that in our bell works and in yesterday's lesson as well. Okay, go ahead and turn to page 32. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video real fast and please read together what unit rate is and how to find the unit rate. Okay, now that you've read about it, let's go ahead and write down the steps. So over here in the work zone, please write down the word steps. The first step is to find the smallest number. Second step is to divide the top and the bottom of the ratio by the smallest number. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at example 1. Okay, we have 45 oranges in 5 minutes. 5 is obviously smaller than 45, so I would divide both the top and the bottom by 5. Well, 5 divided by 5 is 1. 45 divided by 5 is 9. And so the unit rate would be a 9-to-1 ratio, or 9-to-1 rate. Okay, go ahead and read through number 2 together. And then now please do the got it part at the bottom. Pause the video now so that you can do the got it part. Okay, hopefully for the got it part, you saw that I would need to divide this by 5 because 5 was smaller from 35 and 5. Okay, and so I divide 5 by 5 and I get 1. 35 divided by 5 is 7. And so my ratio is a 7-to-1 ratio, and I can write it as any of these 3 ways. And this, of course, is the unit rate. So for one song, we know that it's 7 minutes, or 7 songs in 1 minute. Okay. Next, we had a 9 and a 12. Hopefully, you saw that 9 was smaller, and so you divided 9 by 9 and got 1. And then 9 divided by 12 would be 1, and then we had 3 out of 9 left over. And then I could reduce that to 1 1/3. So this means that I would need, for every 1 cup of water, I would need 1 1/3 cup of the flour. Okay, go ahead and pause the video now to answer any questions. All right, let's look at number 33. Number 33, it's asking us to do quite a few different things. So for number 33, the first thing that we did was we found the adult beats for 1 minute and the baby beats for 1 minute by just dividing. Okay, so we found the unit rate. Okay, then it asks us not for 1 minute, but for 60 minutes. So then I multiplied each of the 1 minutes by 60 to get for 60 minutes. Okay, and then I subtracted to find the difference between the two. So we found out that it is 3,600 beats faster on a baby's heart than an adult's heart for 60 minutes. Go ahead and pause the video now to talk a little bit more about the process here. Okay, now under the got it, okay, it's saying, okay, well, that's for a baby and adult. Now for a hummingbird. A hummingbird's rate is about 7,500 beats for every 30 minutes. So the first thing that I did was I found the unit rate. I found the unit rate by dividing. I divided the 30 was smaller, so I divided both of them by 30. And so I found that it was 250 beats for 1 minute. And then it asked for 60 minutes. So I took that 250 and multiplied it by 60. And then I wanted to know the difference between the hummingbird and the baby. So I took the hummingbird and then I took the babies from right here and I subtracted that. And here was the difference between the two. Go ahead and pause the video now to answer any questions that students might have. Okay, go ahead and read through unit price. And then you can start on the guided practice, start together on page 34, and then let students go off on their own after you think they have a good understanding. Okay, and then go ahead and do the rate yourself down here at the bottom. And make sure to ask questions if you find yourself here in the red area. Okay, your homework for tonight is page 35 and page 36 on the back. Okay, I hope you had a good day. Please make sure that we make good choices for a substitute. If you happen to have more time at the end of the class, you may get started on your homework. Have a good day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.